Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars Las Vegas. You clicked on this 2003 Lamborghini Murcielago. Very rare, gated shifter, 6-speed. Beautiful black, been blacked out with the black wheels. Can't go wrong with this one. So, you've clicked on to this Lamborghini, maybe your first visit here to Celebrity Cars. Celebrity Cars is located in Las Vegas. We are halfway between Summerlin and Henderson, 7770 Dean Martin Drive. And we've got lots of cars for sale, and you've clicked on this Lamborghini, and we're going to talk about this Lamborghini today and its overall condition. If you would like to find out engine size, how many miles, what production number is it, all the Lamborghini questions, you can find that at the description at celebritycars.com about this Lamborghini. So what I am is pretty much your live, living, breathing condition report, if you will, okay? Lots of you don't want to get on an airplane today. You don't want to leave the couch. It's fine, you got some money laying around, you see a fancy car, you want to click on it and learn about it. That's why we're here, and I do my very best to walk around the car initially while we get started, observe any scratches or dings or bumps, virtually attempt to be here for you. If you were here, you like this car, you want to get up real close to it, you want to see if it's got scratches and stuff, that's what I'm here for. So I'm going to do my very best in sharing some of this information with you. This is a very nice car. I've driven it quite a few times. It's amazing. It does everything a Lamborghini Murcielago is supposed to do. 60, 70 miles an hour on the highway. It hunkers down. Sucks to the road. You barely know that you're in a car. It's so smooth. It's just an awesome car. So, again, without further ado, let's get down into the condition of this black paint. Now, before I get started, let's talk about the black paint on this Lamborghini. You're seeing what I'm seeing. It's shocking. It's really pretty. This car has not had a ceramic coat done. It has not had a 312 stage, 48 stage buff and polish and all that fancy stuff. This car is pretty much the way it's been since 2003. It's beautiful. It's got minor flaws from, regular microfiber towels, wiping it off. There are no gashes. There's no great big dings in the side of the car. There's no curb rash on the wheels. There's nothing that I need to say, hey, take a look at this. Right here now where the camera guy is, we've got a couple really mild scratches that run over here. The guy's reaching over, I check out the engine. You get these little scratches along here. Folks, your fancy detailer will get these out in a hot minute. They're nothing, okay? They're gonna go away. The condition of this wing. There might be a couple really hairline scratches in it, but I'd point them out to you right now if they were there. They're not there. I can't really see any of them. There's a couple that I see that almost look like a spider went by and some of it's, but then I move my head a fraction of an inch and they're gone. It's even very difficult with a very fancy camera guy who's holding the camera right now. He's been doing this for a long time. It's very difficult to detect and see these things. He might be able to pull some of them up with the fancy lenses that he's got going on there right now, but it's not enough for me to really bring them up fairly. I could make a big deal about them. It's a Lamborghini, it's a scratch in the paint. Not really, because over here on this side too, if I didn't pick these out and this were a normal 5-minute video, you wouldn't see these. These are really mild. They could have happened this morning with one of our rags and when we were wiping it off. Again, a fancy detailer, a good cut, polish, wax is all this car needs in the long run. But it doesn't even really need that. I need to be clear. I'm not trying to make up, cover up This car is wonderful. It's been hand treated. It's probably never seen a wheel in its life, a detail wheel. And so you know the condition that this car could be. Now, the other thing too is typical for some Lamborghinis bodies to do a hair, little bit of a dimpling, and you can see that along here. I'm sure the video camera might be able to pick it up. Some mild ding, pressurized warbles in the fiberglass and the metals and everything that was used to build this car. Okay, so I know about these. I'm pointing them out to you because that's what I'm here for. I hope you appreciate it, but man, you can't see any of that stuff. I can see it because I'm paid to show you guys what this is all about. While we're over here on the driver's side, again, we're not going to go over every square inch of this car. I know I normally do that. It'll just do it some injustice. There's nothing to hide. This whole, down here on both sides, this lower fairing, sorry, excuse me, and side spoiler here, air induction. There's dust down here. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm running my hand across the bottom of the car. It's smooth, folks. This car was extremely well cared for. There might be a scratch or two, which I can't even see here in the light of getting in and out of the car, but it's not enough for me to go, look, there it is. Okay? There really is none of that. If you wanted me to pinpoint every hairline, every little itty bitty scratch on this car, first of all, it would be close to a lot more money, and we'd be here all day. There's little itty bitty suckers, like in any black car. This car has some miles on it, and it's been used, and it hasn't been, a garage queen. It's super low miles. Taken out to local car shows every once in a while. It's a beautiful car. These black wheels, the barrels are clean as well. This car has just been kept in really nice shape. The brakes, the condition of the brakes look really pretty. The badging itself is really nice. I'm now in the front of the car here. I could, if you really want me to find a scratch, let's go down here and we'll point that one out. How's that? Once again, that is a perfect contender for your professional $500 detail, and to get those out with a wheel and all those things. That's the only thing that'll get that out. Hand waxing will not be able to make that go away unless you really screw up the paint. Up front here, right on the nose, I'm going to run my finger across a couple little of these itty bitty little just normal road wear that you'd find on any black car. There's no sense in spending any more time on it than that. Down here, I've got a watermark or two just from water coming down off the front of the car. I'm going to run my hand across the bottom of the car. There's a little itty bitty scratch right here underneath, but it's not on this part. It's all the way underneath. I didn't even stick my hand down there. Look, I'm just running my hands back and forth. My hands are barely dirty. It's just an awesome car. The emblem up front looks great. The lenses, the headlight lenses, I mean, they might have a very small hair of some fogging right here, but it's really small. It's like I would say it might be the beginning, if you will. But we've seen these headlight covers before. They can be completely trashed. More often, they have all the little road wear nicks and marks in them, and these barely have any. Super small scratch light right here. You can hone in on that when you come back up. It's a little white sucker. It's right there, and it's really super small. Just normal road wear on the front of any car. Moving over here to this side, I see the side markers have been blacked out. They're very nice shape. This wheel and tire over here, like all the wheels and tires look super. The side view mirror here, there's no scrapes from anybody running into it or anything like that. All of this looks good. All the rubber looks good. We haven't opened any doors yet. We'll get that out in just a minute. But like I said, even have better light over here than I had on the other side. There's a few super small abrasions in the paint right here, which once again, your detailer will take care of. And on this side as well, up here, I know the reflection of the skylight will get this. It's the very small indentations, and you know, it's not a new car. So these kinds of things will happen with these cars. Up here, beautiful black paint. If you see a hazing, it just requires a wipe. Every one of these slots back here for the rear window and the engine compartment are in fabulous shape. Over there, you see some little white specks. It's just dust. Welcome to the desert. Okay, just dust right there. And back over here to this side, once with the rear wheel and tire, you don't have to follow me over. There's some super itty bitty from people leaning over. We might have talked about that already, forgive me. It seems to be there's 5 or 6 little, you know, little marks along here from just just a microfiber towel. Again, your detailer will remove all of this instantly. Here's even some more. It's just dust, folks. I don't know how it's coming up on the camera, but you know, just didn't want you to think that I'm not pointing things out. Hey, we're over here. We're moving right along. Let's just keep it going. I'm going to open up the passenger side door. You see how I did that? From grabbing this door handle right here over time, there are no scratches, no chunks, no ones that you think, oh man, my detailer's never going to get that out. It's fine. It's all fine. The door jambs, we've got a little bit of leftover water goo right here. I didn't clean these real well. Now you know how dirty this car can get. It's just some dust in here in the door jamb. Let's take a look at the cream interior, the black. You get it going on over here. This is just what a dreamy combination. The carpet's in good shape. The passenger seat is in good shape. I see little itty bitty marks here, super small. Your detailer 9 times out of 10 will be able to get that out. This is a suede. It's just a little bit of crud, some work on that would be able to get that out. The dashboard, the looks from the dashboard over here on this side, it looks just one big solid beautiful piece of leather. There's no scratches, there's no extra bumps. I'll let you go there for a minute. Get a good look at that center console and the gated shifter. And of course, we're going to go over to the driver's side and open that up then as well. We'll leave this door up for light. Work our way over to the other side of the car. I'll open this up. You just hang out over there. Get the trunk opened up. Sorry, the engine bonnet. For all the Lamborghini nerds, I'll say it. I'm a car nerd too. Some of these birth certificate plates are on both sides. These gas shocks, fabulous shape. So you can see it go up and down. I'm going to close this back up so you can see how it goes down, closes. Come on over here and look at the driver's side. While we're doing this, I'm going to spin you around to get the other side of the room light going on in here. How's that? Just so you know, and in case, you know, videos, I'm not standing looking at the lens. Inside the barrels of the wheels, for the most part, if there is a little dust on them, it's easily wiped off and it's nice shiny black underneath. The brakes and everything look fabulous as well. Now once again, you can go to celebritycars.com and you can see some close-up pictures of this interior. I'm going to hop in and turn the key. We can light up the dashboard so you can see what it looks like. At the same time, point out a few little things that you would notice if you were here looking at this car. So, number one, before we start the car and make the lights go on, and since your ears have now been accustomed to this video, it's a good starter for the sound of this vehicle. But a couple things I wanted to point out. These buttons can get sticky. If you're a Lamborghini person, you know, and a Porsche person, sometimes some of these buttons can just get sticky. You should already understand what I mean. They're in fabulous shape, but one or two, I'm not really sure which one it is. I'm not going to touch it. They can get a little sticky to touch, so it's just a little more information that you'd never know that I hope you appreciate. Okay, I'm going to put the clutch in, put the key in the ignition, hit the button. You get to see a bunch of fancy lights. The exclamation point is on because of the doors open. Okay, we're going to turn it back off. I'm going to let you take a look at the rest. What else did I want to mention while I was in here? Oh yes, the park brake cover, which looks like it could possibly easily be replaced. This is a hair, I'll use the word crudded. It's a hair crudded up. I think this can be cleaned up here. It's just a little worn. Look where it is. Exactly where you're climbing in and out of the car. You're always grabbing this to make sure it doesn't roll away. As you can see where my butt is here sitting on the seat, and this particular part of the seat has some, I don't want to say cracking, has some wear. This all loaded with plenty of moisture still, and just, you know, keep it treated. There are no rips or tears in this seat. It's just some normal wear and tear of getting in and out. But this condition right here, this is all very clean, all very one color, very nice. All the buttons here are great. They all look terrific. Once again, you can see all those pictures close up in photos. The chrome, all the stainless steel around the gated shifter is in wonderful shape. And oh, if you could look up here, this little door where you keep your sunglasses doesn't want to stay up. It's minor, but once again, I'm here, so I'm just trying to show you. Try to keep that thing up, falls back down again. Holy blemish. Okay. The inside of the door panels, I've spent time with them. They're in great shape. This suede on both sides of the interior. Everything looks awesome in this car. There's not a whole lot to talk about. You'd be very proud to own this, and this is a real shocker when you see it driving down the road, for sure. Okay, I'm going to close the driver's side door. For the record, I like to put my fingers on the rubber between the body paint and the glass as I close the door to not touch the paint. There's no reason for it. Same thing over here with the passenger side. Now, normally we put our automobiles up on a lift. We take a look at the undercarriage of the car. We've got muscle cars, we've got you know, classics in here. But underneath this car is just a great big sheet. So I don't remember the number of screws that need to be undone. So we're not going to put this car up on the lift today, but guess what? We are going to go for a ride. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Celebrity Cars. As promised, let's go for a ride in this 2003 Lamborghini Murcielago. I got the keys in my hand. I had the remote here as well. I'm going to put the clutch in. I'm going to turn the key. I'm going to squeeze the little button on the remote, turn off the security, and we fire right up. We are currently in the showroom on the carousel that we just did the video. So you're really not missing anything here. You're going right along with our day, pretty much. The clutch is in. I'm going to engage first gear. The park brake is down. I'm letting the clutch out slowly right now. We're going to drive off the carousel. And we're driving out of the showroom. We're going to go for a quick trip down the street. Please forgive the showroom in the back here. Intimate test drive. How's that? All right. All right, we're still moving along here. I'm still in first gear. I'm letting the clutch out. It is pretty quiet in here. I don't know how much of the engine noise you're actually going to pick up. But I'm in first gear. Clutch is in. I'm going to put it back into neutral. My foot's on the brakes. Got some squeaking going on from the brakes, but the brakes work awesome. Engaging first gear again. Still in first gear, a little bump in the road. Very smooth bump in the road. Nothing in the interior here is banging around. No rattling. There's no extra rattles going on. I'm not on a very nice road. This is a pretty bumpy road. It's right outside of the showroom. I'm in second gear right now. I'm doing 30 miles an hour. This is a 25 mile an hour road. We're going to slow it down to about 26 miles an hour. I'm going to stay in second gear for just a moment. Once again, plenty of bumps in the road. Okay, we're a little smoother now. I'm in second gear. I'm going to engage third gear. We're still doing about 30 miles an hour, but I'm going to engage fourth gear anyway. Super, super smooth. If you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call, 702-818-1031. Once again, we're located in Las Vegas at celebritycars.com, halfway between Henderson and Summerlin. Thanks for checking in with Celebrity Cars. We hope you like this Lamborghini. This is a showstopper. Hope you dug it.